Grace Octaviani, ya. Ini sudah Darina.
My name is Andra Jolana.
My name is Kapital Juliani. My name is Aditya Purwanyani.
Okay, enjoy your video guys. Thank you, enjoy guys, thank you.
To feel so far away, didn't think I had a part to play. I used to let things bring me down. I would walk with my eyes to the ground, but I knew I could find a way to push through. Every word they'd say, I grew strong.
Let's go.
I knew right from wrong, and now I feel it too. I'm alive, yeah, I'm alive. I'm alive, yeah, I'm alive. I love every moment with you, and I want you to know I do. I'm alive, yeah, I'm alive. Now I wake up to a brand new day. I never wanna wish the time away. I don't wanna waste a second, it's true. I've got that rhythm, don't you feel it too? I'm alive, yeah, I'm alive. I'm alive, yeah, I'm alive. I love every moment with you, and I want you to know I do. I'm alive, yeah, I'm alive. 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 I love every moment with you, and I want you to know I do. I'm alive, yeah, I'm alive.
Hi guys, now we're at the Pekalongan Batik Museum. I will explain a little history about the Batik Museum. This museum building precisely the former Pekalongan City Hall office during the Dutch colonial era. The building was financial office in charge of 7 sugar factories in the Pekalongan residence. In 1972, a community called the Pekalongan Batik Lovers Association was formed, which was initiated by the people and batik makers of Pekalongan. Finally, on July 12, 2006, this museum was inaugurated by the President of the Republic of Indonesia, Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. The facilities at this museum consist of a batik collection room, library room, batik shop, batik workshop room, meeting room, and consultation room.
I'm alive, yeah, I'm alive. I love every moment with you, and I want you
burning low. Overcomplicated our last conversation. Maybe it was nothing, I should let it go.
Hi, welcome by the Pekalongan City Government. Pasidon Batik Village was inaugurated in 10 May 2020 as a batik tourism village. Not only does it provide various types of batik, this village is also the center of the product of typical batik Pekalongan.
It was so beautiful. Why don't we take it back to yesterday?
Not only is batik work of high quality, batik culture education is also an important point in develop this tourist village. The batik production kitchen is open to the public, so visitors can see the batik making process firsthand.
Some way to rewind. I'll do it 'cause I want to go back to yesterday.
In Pasidon Batik Village, there are at least 33 showroom and batik manufacturer. Its showroom will be provided with a place to rest and be greeted kindly by sales staff or even business owner, so that comfort is guaranteed for every visitor.
Me, are we done? I don't wanna be the only one getting caught up in the middle. Shouldn't be hard to love. Oh yeah, yeah. It was so beautiful. If you could take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. If you could feel my heart.
Okay, here I am in Masjid Agung Al-Jami, Pekalongan. Masjid Pekalongan Grand Mosque is the mosque in Pekalongan, Central Java. The location of this mosque is in the Pekalongan City Square. This mosque was built on December 26, 1852 and Japanese year 1782 by the region of Pekalongan and Arya Wirya Guna Adinegara.
His mosque measured 25-25. His historical heritage mosque is one the characteristic of Pekalongan City. Even though several new mosques have been built that are no less magnificent, the great mosque of Al-Jami remains irreplaceable as a symbol of Islam for the people Pekalongan.
You take it all of me on my body, but you lift me up. If you take my pulse right now, it would feel just like a sledgehammer. So close together, so far apart.
Okay guys, now I am in Pekalongan Batik Village. Pekalongan City has been named by UNESCO as a creative city in the craft and folk art category on 1 December 2014. The city on the north coast of Central Java is famous for its batik cloth craft. As a batik city, Pekalongan has many batik craftsmen spread across several trades. One of which is Batik Kauman Village. The location is very strategic in the center of Pekalongan City, not far from the main square.
It would feel just like a sledgehammer.
Every breath you take and every move you make, every bond you break.
Pekalongan City Square has become a popular destination for a local resident who want to enjoy lively city atmosphere, equipped cultural nuances. Located in the center of the Pekalongan, this square offers a variety of attractions and facilities that make visitors linger. The story of the Pekalongan City Square is the heritage that still exists today. The square is a public open space in the city of Pekalongan, right in front of Matahari Plaza. Pekalongan Square had existed in the time of the Mataram Kingdom, which adopted in the concept of a queen from the Majapahit Kingdom.
You take, I'll be watching every single day, and every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay. I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. I'm a poor aches, but every step you take, every move you.
Now I'm in Pekalongan Pendopo Building. Pendopo, a historic building near Pekalongan City Square, has a spacious yard anointed with planters. Despite its one appearance, it serves as a venue for hosting state guests, meetings, and dance practice. The Pekalongan Hall in Alun-Alun was constructed by builders from Ngaluru and utilized by Regent Adipati Noto Tirjo from 1879 until 1920. Planters planted by officials in the past still offer benefit today.
Every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching.
Pendopo building is an old building with a rich history. It relates to strategic control of Pekalongan region. The Pekalongan Pendopo building is located in southern of Pekalongan Alun-Alun. Also, located in Pekalongan city, the ownership of the Pendopo Pekalongan is held the Pekalongan Regency government. In the past, this was the capital of Pekalongan Regency before it was moved to Kajen on August 25, 2001.
Hello guys, now I'm in Mahasiswa Pekalongan at Football Stadium Pekalongan. A monument really built called the Struggle Monument. As a measure of blood of October City until 45 in Pekalongan Central. The initial stage of foundation, namely laying the first stone or groundbreaking. Terrace out by Gandhem, Terrace 71 or Triang Puspa, Colonel and Yuda Aymanda, together with Dr. Hanif Muhammad Ali Yahya and Forkopimda Pekalongan on September 6, 2020. Struggle movement is which was a war to expel the Japanese invasion from Pekalongan City.
Every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. I'm a poor aches, but every step.
Hello everyone, here I am in Titik Nol Kota Pekalongan. This monument is located in Pekalongan City, Central Java, at the intersection of Jalan Jatayu and Jalan Diponegoro. This monument is the zero point which marks the 0 kilometer from the city. Initially, many people did not know the function of this zero point and were almost in danger of being knocked down. However, after it was discovered, this monument had historical value and was a cultural heritage. The monument was maintained to maintain its beauty. Not all zero point in other area are as beautiful as Pekalongan City.
Heroes Grave, the momentum of commemorating Heroes Day, which falls every November 10, is always to pray together with the component of Pekalongan City Society at the Kusuma Bangsa Heroes Cemetery to emulate the freedom fighter and also how the next generation can achieve independence. There is something more important than the event of November 10, namely that the generation can continue the struggle of national figure in the context of the current era with tireless struggle as was done by the fighter in the past. The name Sapuro itself is said to come from the word Sapuro, which in Japanese means on island. That is a story that is that this area used to be like two small islands. The Sapuro tomb in Pekalongan is one of the most remote sites in central Java. This tomb in Krau as a place of ulama, religious figure and immortal people from Pekalongan. One of the figure is Habib Ahmad bin Abu Talib bin Zaid al-Atas.
What is Air Mangrove Park? Pekalongan Mangrove Park is Nanchang's fourth Mangrove Information Center. This area is tourist spot that physically has good enough nature to be developed and also has very potential and educational purposes. First, the tourist activities carried out the not reckless and activities that visitors usually do include reading books, photo, resting or taking shelter, walking, seeing the view from height and exploring the mangrove forest.
The plan to develop the Pekalongan Mangrove Park is to improve the tourist gate facilities, tourist information center, mangrove information center, jogging track, and gazebo. While to daily facilities, there will be a parking area, seafood, culinary, arts and culture, amphitheater, and bazaars.
But at these facilities will better support the activities of tourists visiting Pekalongan Mangrove Park.
You love me when I move it real slow. Started from the top and go low. Work it from head to toe. Got hands so hooked up on my lip.
Pangaran in the beach is known of the beach. It is popular with people in Pekalongan City, Central Java. It is 5 kilometers from Pekalongan City. like we have is General Mamaran Beach of a stunning sunset panorama. Visitors can enjoy sunset view on Mamaran Beach. There is also a maze about the Dewi Lanjar.
Baby, oh, you love me when I'm moving real slow. Started from the top and go like.
Istana Batik was founded on December 5, 2001, and 1401. The initial establishment of Istana Batik market was to accommodate small and medium entrepreneurs to market batik production in Pekalongan City. Because previously much of the batik production in Pekalongan City was actually sold outside the city. Currently, the Istana Wholesale Market is a shopping tourist destination that has been operating since early 2000. The edge of the main road and right in front of the Pekalongan toll gate means this market is always blocked. Varieties of batik are also available here. This market is located on Kiajar Hasim Asyari number 28 di Korok, Pekalongan City. Apart from being pushy with local research, it's also destination for out-of-town tourists who want to buy typical Pekalongan batik at affordable prices.
Parking for cars and motorbikes has been provided right for part of the market, while bus parking is behind the market.
There is a same center in this market, so visitors don't need to worry about running out of gas while they are here. The existence of batik wholesales and slow-growing building helps batik entrepreneurs in Pekalongan City in marketing their product and making it very easy but for buzzer is the average price of batik hair starts from 25,000 to 4 million. Price orientation are determined based on model and material. There are still several shops that not only sell batik patterned clothing, but also complement their works with various kits of souvenirs, accessories, and other necessities with batik motifs.
Where we need to preserve local culture is valuable heritage for a community. Through a local culture, young generation can learn moral value, ethics, traditions that have been passed down since ancient times. Preserving local culture also helps to maintain the identity of region.
The role of young generation in preserving local culture. Young generation play a crucial role in preserving local culture. They are agents of change who can bring innovation while preserving the cultural heritage that exists. In this era of globalization, local culture is sometimes forgotten due to the influence of foreign culture.
As agents of change, we should have activities that can raise awareness among the public to participate in preserving local culture.
The role that we should take is
First, we must know the art and culture. As young generation, we need to know the diverse art and culture of Indonesia. When we learn, we will develop a sense of ownership and grow to love the art and culture of our own nation.
Second, we must preserve local cultural wisdom as young generation.
We are expected to preserve and maintain local cultural wisdom so that it does not disappear.
Trip, we must have pride as young generations. We should have our own pride because we possess diverse arts and cultures that are assets of the Indonesian.
Young generation are the key to the success of the Indonesian nation. Therefore, as young generation, we must be able to take on the roles that young generation should take on to preserve local cultural wisdom in Indonesia.
Well, I'm satisfied with our trip this time.
Hopefully, this video is useful for those of you who are curious about the history of Pekalongan City.
Take care of your health and